And we're live.
Don't share this, but look at the name of this product.
I'm making double sure I'm not sharing. Oh,
That's a great name.
It would have been a major name.
That's a great name.
Great name. Put that in my head.
Yeah, we're gonna blow this out of the water. It's not gonna be a fucking contest. Lots of low-T people taking these pre-existing knockoffs, I like to call them.
I don't think that does the same thing, does it?
The debate's going on right now.
Yes. You know, we've hardly talked about politics this year.
Good.
Yeah, I agree. Good. Everybody talks about politics 24/7.
That's a fair point, actually. Yeah, I'm sure the world is getting their politics talk.
President Kamala is going to win. We all know that.
There's
probably.
I put my conspiracy hat on. There's been some news lately talking about Trump's momentum. I guess voter registrations in Florida have been a little more Republican lately, and something in Pennsylvania has been a positive Republican indicator. Not polls so much, but like something else. Like
I saw something about how they were overperforming polls in a number of states.
I want him to win, just to be clear.
I don't know why. Trump has not been a great supporter of Kyle. He's banned bump stocks. He aggressively pursued marijuana enforcement. And
agreed.
What else did he do?
If he came out and said, one of my favorite YouTube channels back in the day, so when they met FPSRussia, don't look too into it. He's from Georgia, so where the fuck you people? And I found out, get this, a little bit of pot, take all his guns. Disgusting. I was waiting for his following video. I go back 6 years later, still hasn't posted. This motherfucker hasn't posted. I tried to go to Hickok 45, no explosions, nothing. And so I am giving him full pardon and all of his guns back.
That would be fun.
Now, would you vote for him if he said that?
Yeah, of course I would. That'd be fucking awesome. But wait, let me finish what I was saying. I figured out the other one. There's aggressive pot criminalization, right? He's after that. He's banned bump stocks. And if he had your way, Kyle, you would have like 4 or 6 kids by now because he's going to outlaw abortion. It's about to be 6-3.
He's not going to do any of those things.
Yeah, they're not going to outlaw abortion.
First of all,
you don't think so?
Sessions, who was aggressively going after marijuana, he's gone. And it was, it's this proposed Supreme Court justice that's against birth control. But what I'm getting at, I don't care about any of that shit anyway. I'll just go to places where those things are legal and exercise my almost free rights. But what would be really interesting is if he gets elected again and we get 4 more years of this comedy show that we've been living through. You know how boring Kamala Harris and Joe Biden are going to be? It's going to be, it's going to be like boring. It's going to be terrible. It's not going to be entertaining at all. We'll never talk about politics again and have a good laugh.
True.
Yeah. It'll be fun to watch. Like,
imagine PKA without politics talk. You know how to vote, people.
That's the
we
best
spent a year on Trump. It was great for material.
I liked it, but I remember some people didn't.
I think they'll win this time.
Oh, they're faggots. Yeah. Don't listen to those people.
Don't listen to those.
I hope he wins again. It'll be fucking hilarious. And I think Biden will be boring. Politicians are all liars. Like Biden saying he's going to legalize, decriminalize marijuana, legalize marijuana, whatever he's claiming. He won't do it.
No, he's not going to do that. All those fuckers take money from the same pharmaceutical companies who definitely have a vested interest in not legalizing that.
Pot's fucking cheap as hell, and it does what like half a dozen pharmaceuticals do.
Yeah, super expensive anti-nausea medications for like chemo patients could be replaced by marijuana. They don't want that.
I wonder if you hit one there that I push back on, because in my lifetime anti-nausea got so good. Like
but I'm saying price-wise, like you can get a real
cost is no object what I'm about to throw up. No, it depends.
For
like
you. Yeah.
It's like $800 for this 2 cc injection, or you want an ounce of weed because that's $100, and it'll last all month.
And it's fun.
So I make a lot of bad decisions, so I have more surgeries than most.
Driver,
a better dog owner, a better husband,
a better parent.
You'll enjoy showers more and music, I'm told.
Makes you a better parent. Oh fuck, I got a kid.
Are you an airline pilot? getting kind of bored with those long transcontinental flights. Hey, toke up, my friend. This is going to make them a blast.
How many people are on the plane anyway? What's the worst that could happen? What, 24 now? Not many people on planes.
Yeah, right. The planes are nowadays. Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then, then they put it back. I think Trump had a different kind of hair transplant. I've read someone who theorized it, where they actually did take a patch and then put that patch elsewhere, because this is how they did it like 30 years ago. And that's why he has that really complicated like set of comb overs that
geometry.
That is the Trump haircut.
I was thinking he's just like really desperately holding on to what he has left, and that's the reason for like the weird thatchwork wicker basket look, where it's like you have to make sure every angle is covered by
I'm
something.
only as good as my sources, but like it's not normal balding, right? Like, because he has pretty good hair here, but then he has to like
it's not bad.
Then he has to comb it in a bunch of different ways to cover the spots.
Better than Biden's.
Really?
I just clicked over to the live debate just to like get like a literally like current view of what's going on. Biden happened to be leaning forward, and so did Trump, and you can see Biden's entire scalp.
Can you link the debate? I'm not watching.
Sure. Yeah, we're not going to watch it or anything.
When you Google Trump hair, you don't get flattering photos, so it's not fair.
Well, of course not.
Right? Yeah. So I'm not trying to stack the deck. Some of these photos are funny, obviously fake.
That CNN guy who showed his dick, it looks like they've already like purged a lot of the pictures I was looking at off Google Images. I was trying to find one. I saw one of a fat guy who I thought was him standing up with his dick out, but I guess I can't find it. Damn it. Oh well.
Yeah, they're NBC is fact checking the debate as it goes.
I would definitely agree. Yeah, something. Biden's hair is very thin. He's looking down now.
It's thin on the top, but I guess it depends what you prioritize. To me, when I see the part side of Trump's hair, it looks pretty good, right? So in my case, it'd be turning in this direction. Like I feel it looks good. From straight on and the other side, there's like weirdness that you don't see on other hair. Like it's like, what the fuck is going on with your hair from some directions, and from other directions, it looks pretty solid to me. Biden looks normal, but normal isn't great.
Have we ever had a bald president? Like a full-on, they shaved it, like not olden days where they kept the Costanza look. Have we ever had a full-on bald president?
I'm Googling it.
Can I say what Trump just said? I've turned the debate off. I'm not going to watch it while we do the show, but I heard what he said. They were talking about how illegal immigrants come in and they do that catch and release thing where they say, all right, you're illegal and we know it. Your court date is on this date. Show up for your court date.
You got a pinky promise. Yeah.
Pinky promise. And Trump was saying, none of them show up. They don't show up. We've got to send ICE out to go try to find them again. And Biden's like, they show up. They show up. They do. They do. And Trump's like, I hate to say this, but only the ones with really low IQ show up. and then the moderator's like, okay, we're gonna move along now. Like,
is he wrong? Only the dumbest person would be like, I was told to report here for punishment for the law I broke, so I'm gonna. No, I have to be. I have no time for breakfast. I don't want to be late.
Who are you again? Oh, I'm this guy. You'll find me under this pay. Well, we'll look and we'll try to punish you today. It's gonna be a hard time finding you.
I'd like to be sent promptly back to Honduras, please.
Today, if possible.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I'm looking.
Lowest IQ show up.
I don't think guys. Wait, this is
6 to 11% don't show every year.
How did they know?
Well, they know. I don't know. I Googled it. This is the first source I found.
You're saying 95% of people who are told you've broke the law return here for punishment. There's
between 94 to 89% is this estimate that show up. I Googled it because I'm fact checking. I know people love this, but this was that one was the Washington Post.
Oh, Eisenhower had hair on the top.
Oh yeah, I was looking for bald presidents. I didn't get like a real cue ball. I'm looking for another source, one that maybe. See, Vox says 99% show up. Yeah, I'm looking for one that like. Here, PolitiFact. Let's see what they say.
There's no way I would show up.
If you were guilty, I guess not. But
they're all guilty.
Well, yeah. You're guilty of breaking into a country.
Here, I know people. I feel like I'm going to get hazed for the return of fact checking. According to Justice Department data from the last 5 years, 60 to 75% show up
of non-detained migrants.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like includes like a lot of people who have been here for a long time and already have roots down in communities. Like because I'm thinking specifically of the ones who are like, aha, we caught you coming right across the border.
Yeah.
This is conflicting because this one says in September, the Justice Department,
which one?
As the first one you linked to me, as of April 2019, out of approximately 7,700 total removal orders for rocket docket cases, over 6,700 were in absentia. Absentia? Is that how you say it? That's 87%. It seems like there's people arguing throughout this article, and I am losing interest rapidly.
I hear you. So I'm not losing interest. I'm afraid I'm losing my audience, though. Like that's my concern. Yeah.
Nobody's out there like, keep on digging.
Yeah, no. If we're not on the show, I read about this for the next 2 hours. But I wonder how the debates are going.
I don't know.
I tried to
response from Twitter.
Trump falsely claims 180 million people will lose health care if Biden wins. Does Biden want a fracking ban? Who pays tariffs, China or the taxpayers? Where does Kamala Harris? Is it Kamala? I think it is. Stand on
Kamala.
Health. Trump.
She's our new spokesperson.
Oh, she's probably out of our price range.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Oh, we get a look-alike. Oh.
We hire a lookalike Kamala Harris. Hi, I'm Kamala Harris's lookalike.
Yeah, I'll probably watch these debates afterwards at some point on my own.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they make a difference. I feel like this election period, even more so than most, minds are made up. Now, that might be a new trend. Maybe next election period, minds will be just as made up. But at this point, nobody's undecided. So I'm not sure a debate is going to change much.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, probably not. I agree with you.
Yeah. And then
we'll see. I'm kind of ready for this fucking season to be over. So people will not talk about it as much. But it just depends. Some of the clips, very funny, very entertaining and interesting. Other things, it's just grating. Just every day feels like the same. There's a new fucking fire, wolf. And it's like, my God, like, just calm down. It's been turned up to 11 for half a decade now. Chill out. Everybody is like fucking numb to it at this point. Like, there's a new bombshell every 40 minutes, it feels like.
I have an idea for improvement, Taylor. I saw it on Reddit. What if, instead of Inauguration Day being in January, it was midnight of the election, and the president had to have their bags packed like it was The Bachelor, and they didn't know?
That's way better.
Right? They pack all their bags, and they maybe get evicted that night.
And the new president gets to put out the old president's torch.
We're combining shows, but this is an improvement. I like it.
I don't understand. I won the election. Why do I need to eat a bowl of roaches? You have to do it. That's the final thing. You got to eat the hissing cockroaches, Trump.
There's a little Big Brother involved too. Like, why are there cameras in the bedroom? Jesus Christ.
I love the Big Brother part. It's a lot of fun. I feel like I'm on TV constantly.
The debates just ended, it looks like. That or there's commercial breaks, which would surprise me.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. Something tells me that everybody's take is going to be that someone blew the other one out of the water. Nobody's going to go neck and neck through the whole thing.
After the first one, I thought maybe Trump won. Like Trump was an asshole, but I think that for me, an alpha asshole was a little better than a beta nice guy. And then the poll results on the debate mirrored the poll results on the voting, right? It was like Biden, 51-43 or something like that. But after the debates, Biden's lead improved. So I don't know, you could argue that's because of the debates or not, but it seemed like the outcome of the debates was that Biden's poll lead improved. So, okay. Then nothing happened for a while. We'll see. I don't think that I don't think it's going to change anything.
I don't think so either.
The Pence Kamala one was kind of a tie. Nothing changed from that. And vice presidential debates don't move the needle much anyway.
Yeah, who cares?
The dueling town halls, I don't know.
Yeah, that's lame. That's just like a cheap little imitation of the debates.
Yeah. I'm irritated by Trump calling out things not being fair. He sounds 7 years old to me. That might just be maybe I'm being biased or something. But with this whole, you're not treating me fairly, you're not fair, this isn't fair. Trump, life has been so much more than fair to you all the time, forever. You inherited $400 million or more. You got fewer votes and you're the leader of the free world. What is this unfairness that you're constantly railing about? Someone asked you a question about COVID instead of your opponent's son. That's the unfair part of this process to you. And it's just a baby's complaint. You're not being fair. Life's not fair is what my mother would have told me. Not fair. Now what? Deal with what's
true. He has had a pretty fucking dope life.
Gifted, super life.
It is definitely way harder on him than they are on Biden. So that's true. But
he brings it upon himself by lying every time you ask him a question. Right. They say, hey, you guys, you said you were going to implement healthcare. You didn't do it. Oh, it's 2 weeks away. All right. 2 weeks later, they ask him about it again. They say, hey, you said it was 2 weeks. Time's up. You've been saying this for years now. What's up? And he's like, yeah, you're not being fair on me. Why don't you ask Joe about it? No, when you interrupt the reporter, when you lied on your answers, then you invite more tough questions. If you just answered them openly and honestly, then you'd be treated differently. You're a hostile witness at this point. You made your bed.
It's funny. You said he's leader of the free world. Isn't that just us spitting in the face of the UK and France and Italy and being like, you guys all had your turn. We're the kings now.
We are. Well, we are the leader of the free world. It's the free part that I take question to, where we could say leader of NATO or something, and then it'd be unquestionably true. Russians, you're not free. China, no, you guys aren't free. I bet they feel pretty free. I think. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not them.
That's why they send us those messages knitted into the clothing that we buy from them that say, help.
I don't think they do that. And if it did, it'd probably take off as a fashion thing.
Come on. You haven't seen those
I've never bought a shirt with a scribbling of help me.
People have. Lots of people have. It's a recurring thing where they send notes that are help me, I'm a slave.
What brands?
Mostly Adidas.
I would have guessed
why
Nike.
All day I dream about slavery.
That's what made me switch to Adidas sportswear. Also, it's cheaper. You ever look at what a fucking Nike t-shirt costs?
Oh man, it's because there's no overhead because slaves are so cheap.
Literally, a Nike t-shirt is $45.
Is it really?
T-shirt. Yeah.
I've never.
You get a polo. You get a Ralph Lauren polo for $45.
What's that brand that just says Supreme on a cheap looking t-shirt and it's $100?
I think it's Supreme. It's
called Supreme.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's outrageous.
Think it might be Supreme.
I don't know if that was a rapper and that was his line or something.
I saw a Supreme face mask and I was like, that does look dope. It looks better than all the other face masks somehow.
I saw a guy wearing a Louis Vuitton face mask the other day, and it was I know everything about your spending habits.
Dude, face mask style is a thing, right? If yours is super loose around all the holes, then it doesn't work. You're that's not whatever. If it's too small, that looks really bad. That's fat guy in a little coat.
Some of us can't help it.
If it's too big, that looks a little bad too, right? Double XL hoodies don't make you look skinny. They just make you look a different, they look bad too. A proper fit on a face mask I don't think mine fits that great, but
I just use the surgical kind with the little cloth elastic things.
I kind of like that one. Says something. It says I'm not trying.
That's the one they tell you to use. That's that even on the
it says I'm not trying.
It says I'm not trying.
Surgical mask?
But
yes.
In a way that's I'm not playing your game, right? I wear jeans. I don't even know who makes them, right? But they look.
Know what I'm talking about? A surgical mask. literally in the lineup. It's better than the bandanas. It's better than even the KN95.
You're rating them by performance, not fashion, you dodo head. This
Taylor,
is a
none
fashion
of them work.
Oh, we're talking about fashion. Okay, you're right. It is a bad look. It doesn't look nice.
If we actually cared about masks working, we wouldn't be talking about whether we want the one made of cloth or the one made of fucking cotton. We'd be talking about wearing fucking bubbles. If there was actually something out there that we were all afraid was going to kill us, would you really go outside wearing a goddamn surgical mask? No. You'd have a fucking bubble on your head like Charlie Kelly, or you would hide at home.
Yeah.
on
If
your
there
head.
was gas out there,
I'd do it
poison
right.
gas,
I'd put a bubble all around me like Ice Poseidon. I'd do it. That's
you'd be a bubble boy. We're all just like, I can't remember. We're all just pretending for the sake of pretending. At this point, you don't want to be socially shamed. That's the main reason people put on their masks. Like, oh, I don't want to be one of those people.
I wear it for a couple of reasons.
California.
One, I hope it does work. They say it works. All the experts say it works. So I hope that they're onto something.
They say it helps.
Right. Helps. That's a better phrasing. I've grown to kind of like it a little. You know, like it. I'm in some weird place, buying a Monster Energy drink on a road trip, and I don't know. I'm hiding behind my mask. No one else feels a little comfortable.
I do not like having a foreign object.
Whenever I'm robbing a convenience store, I'm thinking like, this is great. They're not going to see this coming. I've already got my mask on, just like everyone else. I'm going to blend right in.
That's true. It's been great for looting. We've seen that over the past few months.